And now, an exciting event. The first television appearance of two of the screen stars' greats. Both two-time winners of the Academy Awards, Bette Davis and Olivia de Havilland. Tonight at the Hollywood Palace, they appear in Milton Geiger's compelling dramatic reading, The Twilight Shore. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Bette Davis and Miss Olivia de Havilland.
This is a story about a woman in a hospital having a baby. In a world that frightens her and makes her fear for the future of her child. In the maternity room, the anesthetic becomes a rushing torrent in the woman's senses. I dream. The rushing in my mind changes, becomes the roar of an ocean surf. Welcome, woman. I do not know this place, or you. Call me what you will. Call me life. I hear a surf and a bell at sea. So strange. These sands are strange indeed to you. Yet every woman born of woman walks these sands alone. Come with me, woman. Come. I am alone and lost. I must come. Stop, woman, and look where I point. I see a little boy and a little girl. The boy is hurt. His knee is torn and bleeding. But he does not cry. Remember that. The girl bends over him. Tears glisten in her eyes. Remember that. Why? Come with me. I see a young man and a young woman building something among the forbidding rocks. What are they building? It only matters that they do build. See how they fight against the wind. But they are greater than the wind. No. Look, the framework bends. It cracks. It's going to fall. All their labor gone for dust and ruin. And yet I tell you they are greater than the wind. See how she comforts the man. Tears glisten in her eyes. Remember that they did. It's the same little girl grown up. The same little boy grown older. But this is pitiless and cruel. It is life. See how he takes his hammer and shakes it at the wind. Look again, woman. I see a cave. A black and yellow cloud curls out of it, poisonous and deathly. I see some brute in a bloodied armor coming from the cave. A man, monstrous, a thing. No! Stay, woman. Why does he shake his chains at me? Why does he crack and whistle his whip at me? Not at you, woman, but at your child. I'm afraid of him. He is fear. I hate him. He is hate. He reeks. I will not stand him. He is prejudice. He is life with shame and death with dishonor. He is slavery and tyranny. He is war. He is all evil. But all is not evil. He is the world. He is the desolation and the death. Then where is the resurrection and the life? There will be no child. Come with me. This is a sea again. Now there are sails upon the water. Why are they so still? The wind is fresh and blows upon us from the sea. Why are they still?
Forever silent and becalmed upon a windy sea, those ships.
I see one ship that moves, all sails spread,
A shrouded figure in her bows,
holding something in her arms.
as if for you to take
No,
your child.
I will not have him.
Life could be sweet for him.
Life is bitter and cruel,
Life is divine.
meaningless, a grim and savage trick. I saw torment and pain for my son. I saw futility and horror and disaster.
And you saw tears that wept for him.
I saw the world in ambush for my son to destroy him to the soul, and I will not have him.
The ship is beached, woman. Choose, or that ship returns to join that fleet upon the sorry waters. The fleet of small souls drifting unwanted down eternity.
Oh, where is the sun?
The wind is rising and the sea begins to moan. The sun is sunk and scudding clouds close in final judgment. Choose, woman, before the ocean and the night take your child.
Oh, Hail Mary, full of grace.
For the last time, woman, will you take your son? Will you take your son? Well, are you awake?
Yes, nurse. I'm awake.
You have a wonderful baby boy.
A baby boy.
Would you like to see him now? I mean, will you take your son?
Oh. Oh, yes. Give me my son.
It was just, what should I say? It was just marvelous, wasn't it? You know something? I wish that I could have been on the set to watch you two make Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte together. Boy, it must have been exciting seeing you two stealing scenes from each other.
Stealing scenes.
Oh, Gene, that's just an old wives' tale. You know, most actors never resort to such tactics.
No, most performers wouldn't dream of doing anything like that. They just couldn't be bothered.
I see. Well, I'm certainly glad that you two feel that way. I'm very happy to hear it. You know, acting is one of man's noblest pursuits. And women's too. And I feel humble in the presence of these two great stars, known not only for their ability, but for their integrity and deep, deep regard for their fellow performers. For after all, as Shakespeare said, all the world's a stage, and all the men and women have their exits and entrances, and one man plays many parts in his time. At first, the infant mewling in his nurse's arms, and then the whining schoolboy with his shining morning face creeping like a snail unwillingly to school. You talk about scene stealing. We don't have these kind of thieves on Burke's Law.
Thank you.
We enjoyed so very much being on Hollywood Palace with you tonight.
We had a wonderful time.
See you in your Rolls Royce. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.